Jeremy, I let Brittany said it last week, and Alex said it the week before, and the week before that, Colin said it. So now you get to say it.
But we always all say it. God damn it.
Hello.
Hello. God
God damn it. Hello.
You guys want to do it on 3?
No.
We can.
No.
Okay, we won't do it. Not this week.
Not this week.
Sorry. I wasn't actually going to say it on 3. I was going to say hello while you guys said God damn it. So that's
Stay
really
tuned because
bad.
one day we might all say it at the same time. And you gotta, when we do, the 11th caller will receive
a little kiss
copy.
from Jeremy.
Yes. Little right from Jeremy.
Little smooch. But if you don't want that little kiss, I don't know why you wouldn't. It is directly transferable to me.
But not me.
No,
I
thank
thought
you.
Jeremy was just going to get up from his seat and walk out of the room.
No, thank you. No, I just
He's
accidentally
not even with
knocked,
us and he's just leaving.
I accidentally knocked something over and was trying to pick it up.
He's running over here to give me a little smooch.
Yeah,
I will,
really
Oliver, I will literally never kiss you.
Don't never say never.
I feel safe saying never on this one particular
You keep getting
thing.
up like you're going to come over here.
Because I dropped something and I need to pick it up, but then I just need to affirm that I will not kiss you.
From his chair, and we just went on for like 10 minutes.
And then he showed up here and gave you a kiss?
Correct. That was what I was setting up.
That would be the episode that would never air.
Why?
I'll give Ollie a little kiss right now. Look.
You can do that.
See, Jeremy, it's easy. It's not that hard.
I can't give you a kiss because,
why not?
Well, first of all,
if I permit it, then it should be allowed.
Jeremy, we're lawfully wed. Can we talk about that for a second?
Yes.
Considering that we are married and now my mother knows all about it.
I did not consent to this marriage.
It is high time that you consummate my lips to your lips for our marriage. And
yep.
No, thank you. I think if I never consummate the marriage with lips on lips, then we can easily get it annulled because I did not consent to this marriage.
The marriage with dicks on PT?
Can any of you just stop saying the word consummate? That'd be great.
Well, how will I get Jeremy to love me then? I have to force it out of him with physical connection.
I'm capable of non-physical love, Oliver.
Oh.
You should know this. You know what? I'm not going to say that one. I'm sorry.
God damn it. Hello.
God damn it.
Goodbye.
Hello.
This is a great show. So when the podcast went up on Spotify, Theo and my mom, my little brother Theo, and my mom listened to the first episode titled We're Married Now. And I thought it was clear enough that there was some, I'm not going to say it was a joke because I'm holding out hope that it's real.
Right.
But
I am ordained.
Correct. I did think that there was some humor in the situation, which I guess went over both of their heads. Because Theo texts me on that day and goes, wait, are you actually married to Jeremy? So, I'm fucking with this. I type in, yes.
Poor kid. That poor kid.
And then, here's the best part. My mom texted me and said, when did you and Jeremy get married?
That might have been Theo telling her.
What?
Do you think that was Theo telling her?
So I said to Theo, yes, we got married. And then he told Mom that we were married. I say Mom because she's your mother now, too.
She's not.
Right, because you're married.
Right.
That's how that works.
So I get this text from my mom that says, when did you marry Jeremy? So I sent back December 17th, the date of the podcast airing, 2019. Well, that was the day we recorded it. But I sent that. And then there was like a long pause in text, like maybe like 20 or 30 minutes. And then I get a text back that's just a ... And then, is this serious?
So and what did you say? Please don't tell you told your mother you were serious.
Well, I didn't answer. But I screenshotted both conversations and put them on my Instagram story, at which point a coworker of ours sent Brittany a message and said, What's going on with Oliver and Jeremy?
Are they actually married?
So
I said yes, obviously.
It looks like it's time, Jeremy, for you. Now that all of our friends and family
are in on it.
This sounds slanderous. Patently untrue.
Is it No, when it's written, it's libel, first of all.
Second of all, you said out loud that you said the word said, so I assumed that you had spoken it.
Well, this was all over text, so don't you feel foolish.
Okay, sorry.
Now you're the one who's being rude.
Okay, fine.
You're quoting Beetlejuice, the musical, at Jeremy that he's clearly never seen.
I've never even seen the movie Beetlejuice.
What?
Beetlejuice, the movie-call.
Jeremy, did you know?
That's a great movie, Jeremy.
I know, please. It's one of many.
You want to hear something weird about Beetlejuice? I read this thread. It was in like a public Facebook
Beetlejuice
group.
is like one of my favorite topics. Notice I'm wearing black and white stripes today.
I love Beetlejuice.
I love Beetlejuice.
My closet is almost black and white striped.
Wow. Does Beetlejuice live in there?
No.
You don't have model trains?
I've never seen Beetlejuice, so you can't keep making references at me.
That's not in Beetlejuice. I just made it up in my brain.
They have a model town, not a model train.
It actually is in Beetlejuice. I didn't make it up, but I just wanted to see. But as I was saying, did you know there is this kid, right? And he's got he's on the spectrum. Or this was right when the musical was coming out. Mm-hmm. But his big thing, because a lot of people who are on the spectrum find a lot of comfort in, doing things the same way all the time. They need that structure.
Yeah, and the repetition.
So this is a little kid dealing with this who latched on to the Beetlejuice Broadway musical and had to see it every day.
Good for that kid.
Great for that kid that they could afford that, first of all.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's even possible. But...
And for his parents to take him, that would imply that they're not both full-time workers.
I don't understand it. I mean, it's awesome because it's a great show.
And he got someone to take him over and over. Good for him.
But I just don't understand how it's probable.
I just feel so bad I hope that situation subsided. Because the Beetlejuice musical, first of all, nothing's open right now.
Right.
I was considering.
I think about this kid all the time. What?
I was considering seeing the Beetlejuice musical, which I have.
Oh, it was great. We were going to see it for a third time.
I have almost never considered seeing a musical.
It really was a great show. We saw it twice. Really, really loved it.
Yep. We saw it once in October, which was awesome. It was so
And Beetlejuice was on TV all the time at that time, and the theater is always done up so nicely.
Yeah, it's a big theater. It's a really awesome experience.
Yeah, but
that's what everyone keeps telling me. And I heard that the tickets were not expensive, at least for Broadway tickets.
No, they weren't crazy, depending.
So when we went, the one thing about it that I disliked was the girl who played Lydia. I'm not saying anything about her being a good or bad actress. I don't know enough to know that. But she was not right for the part of Lydia, I didn't think, and she annoyed me. But the rest of the show was so good that I could disregard that. And then she got fired or quit.
She didn't get fired. She quit.
Okay, so she quit.
Because she got a television spot, I believe.
Right, which would have meant that the show would have continued without her. Except they are closing Beetlejuice. I don't think they're going to reopen it.
I don't think so either, but there have been talks about possibly moving it. But I mean, obviously everything is now on hold because of coronavirus.
Because the reason they were closing it is Hugh Jackman is coming to Broadway supposedly
to do the Music Man. Yeah, right. Not even in August.
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen. But no. So Hugh Jackman's coming with this show that the show itself is very popular and Hugh Jackman is popular.
Right.
So they moved.
And the tickets are $400 each.
They want it in the biggest theater, which currently is Beetlejuice because of how many props there are.
The Winter Garden Theater.
But like
right in the middle of Times Square.
Right. Moving the props and rehousing them would be such an expensive endeavor. But to me, it feels like Music Man, A, cannot possibly be as popular. I mean, not popular, expensive.
Right.
And Beetlejuice was a very popular show. I don't know how you give up on a sure thing to then do a different show that doesn't require as much space. That doesn't make any sense to me.
The only thing that I can think of is they just want it for the centralized location and the fact that it's a big theater and they can't kick out anything like Lion King or Wicked, the other like really big
the staples
theaters.
Of Broadway.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is I feel like that rule really should apply to Beetlejuice just from a business standpoint.
Right.
It wouldn't be how I would be doing things.
Yeah, and the show is so good. Like, it just, like, I can understand if the show was, like, only okay, but I mean, like, it was so good.
Jeremy must have just dropped his soul on the floor because he went down to pick something up, and I don't see what it is.
That's not important that you know. It's not important to the show.
I'm just curious. I thought, actually...
Wait, does anybody else have any rhymes?
Guitar.
I can pick up my guitar. Serenade you with a Beetlejuice song?
Yep. Well, you could play Jump in the Line.
I can't. I don't know what that song is.
Jump in the line.
Deo. Me say day, me say day, me say deo. Daylight come and me want go home. Yeah, you know that song.
Go ahead,
I do know
Jeremy,
that song.
Play it.
No, I can't play it.
What's the point of you having a guitar if you can't play songs on command?
Because I play for me. I don't play for you. Fuck you. I play music because I want to and I like music. I don't play music.
I thought you were going to play a song.
I play a song.
Oh, God.
You're the guitar man.
What do you want? I
want to hear... let me think of songs that I've heard Jeremy play. I know he knows Blackbird. I know he knows Hurt. I also know that Jeremy knows Leggy Blonde by Flight of the Conchords.
Nope. It's not Leggy Blonde.
You've played it for me on video in a sketch that is up.
Leggy Blonde? I don't remember how to play Leggy Blonde then. I thought you were thinking of Most Beautiful Girl in the Room, which I do know how to play.
Oh, well, that's an even better song. But Leggy Blonde, just for the sake of argument, if you look at at Sketch City episode 6, I think, which is called Missing You, Jeremy plays a rendition of Leggy Blonde that he's renamed to be JJ's dad and how much he misses JJ's dad.
Ah, okay.
So he does, or did at one point, know how to play it.
I don't even remember how that song
Jeremy, why don't
goes.
you just play Blackbird for us?
Oh, goodness gracious me. I don't know if it'll come up on the
Play
mic.
Blackbird,
but why are you asking us to tell you what to play?
You're the guy with the
guitar.
guitar.
You know what you know, so play something you know.
And not only is he asking us what to play, but then he's getting mad at me for wanting him to play songs I know. The musicians are getting rowdy.
I haven't played Blackbird in a long time. I only really remember the intro off the top of my head. If you want me to sit here for 5 minutes trying to figure it out, we could just have 5 minutes of bad radio while I figure out how to play the rest of Blackbird.
Can you just play us something that you know?
The thing is that I've been learning some songs recently. I think that it's mostly songs that you don't know. Oh, you know what? This is kind of standard-ish, but you know this.
If you play something like Stairway to Heaven and then tell us that we don't know it, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
No, I'm saying I just thought of something that you will know. So I will play that.
Did he just start playing the song that I have tattooed on my body?
Did you listen to the words that I said to you?
No, Jeremy, I didn't listen. I was too angry.
He did actually say right before he started playing, "Oh, here's a song that you know." He does get off the hook with this one.
It was, I can't think of a song you know. Oh, wait, here's a song that basically everybody knows, so I will play that.
I'm on your side. Why are you yelling at me?
You two are sitting in the same direction. I can only yell at both of you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Anyway, I know how to play guitar, and I don't play it for other people. I play it for me.
Except for just now.
Except for just now, I guess.
Right. I actually, incidentally, because we are, this is as good a time as any to do a plug. I was cutting together some old sketches for a live stream that is coming up on the AMP Facebook page next week, I think. Go check it out. I'll leave the links in the description, but not the point. One of the sketches, Jeremy plays guitar in it, and he plays Blackbird. And I was looking for some alternative footage because some of the music I can't use anymore, especially on somebody else's page. So I was trying to find the original footage. So I did actually just listen to about 30 minutes of Jeremy trying to figure out how to play Blackbird on guitar.
Good times.
Blackbird was the first song I learned how to play on guitar, and then I don't play it like ever. So I always have to sit there and go like, what the fuck were the notes? Yeah.
I remember when you learned that one. And then, well, I always like when you play guitar in the videos because I think you're actually very good at it. Except then you play guitar and then you go, I don't actually know how to play guitar well, which I disagree.
No, I am actually quite bad at guitar, all things considered.
Well, case in point, I think Jeremy's very good at guitar. I also think it's great fun when Jeremy is here and he plays his guitar.
Yes.
Oliver also has not a single musical bone in his body, so his opinion means nothing.
Except for my wonderful singing voice, and also you have to support everything that I think because I am your husband.
The only musical bone in Oliver's body is his taste in music. He does, you do have decent taste in music.
Oh. Which means that I would know that you're good at playing guitar.
No, that's not what that means.
Here I am trying to compliment Jeremy, and here's Jeremy calling me a cultureless buffoon.
Yep, I heard it.
Yeah, well, that's what it does to you.
That's the way the news goes.
That's the way the news goes. Is that a thing? Did we just reference something?
Yes, it's from something, but I don't know what. I said it to somebody at work the other day, and they laughed, which makes me think that I didn't come up with it.
No, you definitely didn't. Anyway,
you guys see what Elon Musk named his kid?
It said literally the same thing.
I hate the both of you.
Well, what did Elon Musk name his kid, Brittany?
Kyle.
No. I think that's wrong. I think that you are wrong when you say that the name is pronounced Kyle.
I disagree.
Because before this show started, we talked about it, and you told me that, and this is the first I had heard of it. Wait,
hold on. Time out for just a second, because we're about to do the thing we always do on this show, where we don't explain what the topic is. So once we start talking about it, you can't tell what we're talking about.
Okay, so tell us what we're talking about, Buzz.
So
Elon Musk named his kid after his computer password. It's crazy.
That's not why he named his kid that, but Elon Musk named his child a strange name. I did some research into it. I'm fucking positive that's not how you pronounce it. The origin of this is some fucking rando on Reddit going, guys, I figured it out. And everything I've seen of Elon Musk or Grimes talking about that name, they have said other things and not that you pronounce it Kyle. So I believe you're wrong.
Wouldn't it be amazing, though, if every adult in his life saw those posts and then he went through life being called Kyle and his name is actually something completely different?
It's possible.
This isn't a joke, but can I just say, a child is not your fucking art project.
Yeah.
Yep.
It feels wrong to make fun of it. I don't know. Why do you do this? Elon Musk has other kids and they have normal names.
Well, because it is strange. It's it's Roman numerals and Latin letters and
an equation
somewhere. A beta sign.
There is relatively an explanation. The A-12 is for their favorite fighter jet.
What?
Yeah, it's called the Archangel. It's their favorite fighter jet. I'm not fucking kidding. Grimes tweeted about it, and Elon Musk talked about it on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Why does your favorite fighter jet need to be now your child's name? I don't understand.
Isn't that weird? Yeah, isn't that funny?
Name our kid Turbojet 3000?
No.
Do you guys want to get all the jokes out of the way, though?
I just feel like, I've heard other crazy things with names. Obviously, names, like most things, are made up. People make up names all the time. They put words together. They put names together. They create something, and then that becomes the name. And I watched this whole thing about this woman who named her daughter like the longest name in the world, so that she could have the Guinness Book of World Records. And the girl has literally, I think, like 143 names or something to that effect. And it's all like her legal name.
Oh, I just saw this.
Yeah.
She went on, not Price is Right. She went on Jerry Springer.
I thought she was on like Dr. Phil and talked about it.
One of those shows.
Jerry Springer, yeah. That's
Jerry
about
Springer
like
about.
hooking up with your cousin, who's also a stripper and a midget. Like, anyway. So like, people do weird things with names, and like, I get that, like, and I guess that's your prerogative as a parent. You just brought a child into this earth, world. You can name them, I guess, whatever you want to. But when that name is, for lack of a better term, like unreadable, or unspeakable to 99.9% of people, it just becomes like, why? Like, why? What are you trying to do to your kid? Like, and why is this so, like, why do you have to, like Jeremy said, like, it's not like, this isn't your art project. This isn't your, like, passion project. This is a child who has to, like, go through the, like, through life, being tortured by their name. And as somebody with a name who, and I think I've brought this up on the podcast before, as somebody with a name who is very easily, like, made fun of, it's hard, you have to, like, really grow a thick skin to be able to, like, deal with people and the stupidity. I just had somebody yesterday laugh at my name, just yesterday. Like,
I'll also say, it is not your prerogative as a parent to name your kid whatever the fuck you want. You have to give them a name that will make them successful in society, which is that is your job as a parent. What a fucking terrible thing to do to someone. That's his name forever, unless he, like, goes through an extensive process to change it.
Right.
That's what I mean by, like, I see people making jokes about it, and it's like, the butt of the joke are Elon Musk and Grimes for naming their kid that. But it's like, I don't know, this is a child who their entire life will have people making fun of their name. It just feels, I don't feel right necessarily making those jokes. It feels like a weird thing for me to take, like, the moral high ground on, but, like, I don't know, it feels weird to me.
No, I think it's a completely appropriate thing to take the moral high ground on. That kid didn't ask to be born with that name. That sucks. And he's famous.
Yeah.
Because not only does he have a stupid name, but now, like, some idiot like me also knows his name and is talking about it on my podcast.
Yep.
Do you mind if I ruin the fun a little bit?
Go ahead.
The name got rejected. They weren't allowed to name their kid that.
Yay!
Wow. Guys, we did it.
We did it.
Yeah.
So,
we complained for 5 minutes and it changed.
On a podcast that'll be aired 2 weeks after this happened.
Yeah.
Breaking news, we did it.
If you want the explanation.
Like Michael and Dwight go to David Wallace's house on The Office. Sorry.
Legally, in the state of California, your child's name is only allowed to contain the 26 letters of the alphabet and symbols that are appropriate, I guess, like an apostrophe.
Like an apostrophe.
Or a dash.
The Enya or the...
Yeah.
Lout.
Yeah.
The AE, I don't know what it's called, but the AE symbol, rejected. And the numbers, rejected. So
good.
The child will not be named that.
7 Costanza.
You guys want to hear a real crazy name? This is somebody chose this, but there's a graphic novel artist called Al Frank, who is somewhat of a character, and he's appeared on a lot of things online where he said very crazy stuff. But his book is called The Negronomicon. It's a really great book, and he seems like he's a genius. But he recently changed his name from Al Frank to Casanova Nobody Frankenstein.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And that's legally his name.
Rock the fuck
yeah,
on.
dude. Chase your bliss. Fuck yeah, that dude sounds awesome.
I mean,
look,
Phoebe,
if you were an adult,
renamed herself Princess Consuela Banana Hammock, and Paul Rudd renamed himself Crap Bag. I mean, it was short-lived, but you can pretty much do whatever you want.
If you are an adult and you name a child a name that's dumb, fuck you. If you are an adult and you change your own name to something, fuck yeah, dude.
That is totally fucking bitching.
Chase your bliss. If you chose that, fuck yeah, dude.
Well, and I love it too because he went on the Double Toasted podcast and talked about it, and he's so like it's not a joke. He's totally committed to the name. Where he has a whole story about it where he saw Ben Stiller movie with Casanova Frankenstein in it. What is it called? The superhero movie.
Oh, Mystery Men.
Yeah. So
great movie.
He went and saw that in the theater. He was saying, he's like, I've been planning this since that movie came out. And seriously, too, not like a joke. And he said, I heard them say Casanova Frankenstein in the movie. And I thought that's beautiful because Casanova is a lover and a very popular person who is misunderstood. And Frankenstein is a monster and very unpopular person who's misunderstood. And I am nobody. And it's just like he had a real reason to do it. What a fucking thing.
I, on the other hand, will never change my name. Not even when.
I don't believe in that. So when we get married, I would rather you not take my last name. I think it's a little insulting, actually, that you should give up your entire identity to be married.
To be you.
Yeah, your name is your name.
Your property.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Oliver's my property. He's going to change his name.
Oliver the Spear.
Against it. Oliver the Spear.
As long as you're changing the last name, you might as well get the middle one on the record and make it officially
correct.
Get them both one and done.
And then
Oliver Spear does sound like a pretty solid name.
It's not the worst.
Oliver Ricketts. Oliver Spear is a different person.
You'll be a different person when you get married. Probably not.
No, I don't think I'll be I think
you're already the different person.
It's changed by marriage. You weren't ready to be married. I think you should ideally be ready to get married before doing it.
Jeremy, did you take Oliver's last name when you guys got married?
He did.
Oliver and I did not officially get married.
That's why I don't believe in it.
What?
Oliver and I did not officially get married. So
Actually, I changed my first name to Kessler.
Kessler the Ricketts?
Yep. Well, Kessler the Oliver, and then Jeremy was Ricketts
the Jeremy?
Ricketts the Jeremy.
Oh, no, I wouldn't be I would just be Ricketts M. Jeremy.
And we also both have hyphens in our name, but not where you would expect them.
Is it between the R and the... Yep, got it.
There's also a smiley face at the end. We're not allowed to travel to the state of California. Our name is illegal there.
Got it.
So they'll kick us right out.
Understood. Jeremy, have you watched anything good lately? Any binge-worthy shows?
I watched recently in this quarantine. I watched finally the third season of the Netflix Castlevania. I very much enjoyed it.
I've heard that's good.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I was actually hoping to, at some point, pitch the first season because the first season is only 4 episodes and it makes it only an hour and a half long, so it's like a movie. I was going to at some point pitch it for book club if you guys hadn't watched it. The other thing I watched yesterday, I watched that Middleditch and Swartz thing.
I watched
Middleditch and
the first
is that the
10 minutes of the first episode, and I wasn't a huge fan, but I've heard it gets better.
I don't know that one. What's it about?
That's the one with John Ralphio.
Oh.
And it's they're doing like ongoing improv.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it just starts off kind of weird.
Yeah. I don't know. I enjoyed it. Thought that it was funny.
We just started actually right before coming to do the podcast. We just started watching that show, Hollywood.
Really fucking good show.
Great first episode, anyway.
Yeah.
I can't tell where it's going to go.
And I've heard it's getting better as it goes on. So.
But lot of cool old timey Hollywood stuff. mixed in with a little bit of crime and a lot of sex and some gay. Everybody knows we love gay.
We do love the gay, as me the most. And it's good. It's
as per the conversations we have had. Do you love gay the most of the three of us?
I do love gay the most. Yes.
Because of the conversations we've had, do you think I'm joking?
Because I'm not joking.
I'm not joking either. I love gay.
Hey. There are no jokes here. Do you think that I am joking when I say that I would have loved for the sex scene in Rocket Man to be more gay?
I don't think you're joking, and that's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to whatever the fuck goes on between the two of you that
I'm in love with Jeremy and he won't reciprocate. Well, that's got nothing to do with the gay.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with the gay in movies and TV shows.
My favorite movie since I was a child has been The Birdcage. So I do think that I love the gay more. I think that
just because I am not cultured and haven't watched any movies ever doesn't mean that I can't love the gay as much as you, because I also love them.
So give me your pitch then. How do you love the gay more than me?
It's like, it's not a physical thing. It's very
nobody's saying it's a physical thing. Am I saying over here going, I love the gay so much?
Sorry. That's not what I meant. It's not like, it's not a thing that can be measured how much you love the gay. So then
how far are you willing to go for the gay?
I was going to say very far, but I believe if I say very far, Oliver will trick me into saying things that I don't actually mean.
Okay, now don't tell me that I'm tricking you, because that makes me sound like a predator.
And you don't want to even give Ollie a kiss on the lips, so I don't even think that you do.
I don't even think that you are gay, Jeremy.
I do not have to be gay to love gay.
So what about gay do you love, or the gay do you love?
Elton John having sex, and
that's one example.
Tapped out. Well, we do Google Ben Affleck's penis a lot.
I have many times looked up Ben Affleck's penis, yeah.
We're very fascinated in that scene from Gone Girl where he gets in the shower. We watch it all the time.
I think the most fascinating thing is that it's actually very hard to see his penis.
Right, and it was such a big deal. Why is it so hard?
Sorry.
Why is it so hard to see a penis at the movies? Why is that never allowed?
It's an arcane fucking rules of society.
That has always struck me.
Why are men's nipples okay, but women's nipples are not? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Right. I mean, that one is like, I'm not saying it's right, and I don't think it's right. I'm just saying it's embedded, at least in society, and it's hard to break through. Where are the rules about, like...
I'll tell you one thing. I think our viewers would be much happier looking at my nipples than they would be looking at your nipples.
I'm saying, yeah, absolutely.
I have seen Oliver shirtless, and I would agree. I love you, Oliver.
Right.
Well, you don't love gay, clearly.
Look, I love you, Oliver, but that's not my preference. Is big.
Have you seen the...
I'm not into bears.
Hold on. Jeremy froze. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Wait, give him one. Jerry, you're totally frozen.
No, I just wasn't saying anything. I was waiting for you.
No, you were still frozen, though.
Oh,
you're frozen again. Okay, now you're good. Go ahead.
I'm not into bears, is all I'm saying.
And I...
Yeah.
Well, I should clarify that we're in a very happy relationship.
Yes.
But also, I feel like you guys have no right to tell me that you love the gay more than I do.
I do. You really want to argue with me?
You can love something without being it.
I do. What?
Like you can love something without being it. For example, I love Spider-Man.
But I've always wanted to be Spider-Man.
Have you always wanted to be gay?
I don't have any opinions on being gay or not being gay. If I was gay, then I would accept that, and if I wasn't gay, then I would also accept that. I don't think it's a want to be.
Why are you speaking in hypothetical?
We
are in a heterosexual relationship.
You can be.
Doesn't make any sense.
It depends on your definition of gay. You could be gay and be in a heterosexual relationship.
I mean, I'm not saying that you couldn't.
I also would like to clarify that although I feel for the people in that situation, we are not in that situation.
Thank you.
Well, you could also just say that gay is an umbrella, right? Gay is an umbrella term for many different things.
Isn't that queer, technically?
I honestly...
Well, but then there's gay culture.
I know people that are bi that use gay to describe themselves. That's the point I'm making.
That seems... I don't know. For a culture that doesn't like to be labeled to one specific thing, there are an awful lot of labels. Well, and I feel like it's a little...
Some people feel very comfortable. Some people feel very comfortable in a label, and they feel more comfortable in a label. Some people don't.
Correct. And I'm fine with all of it.
I love all of them.
And I love the gay the most.
Now you decide.
I win.
Now you decide. Call us at 1-800-LOVE-GAY.
Love gay.
1-800-LOVE-SIMON.
Yeah, you don't love the gay. You don't even love Simon.
Okay, my problem with Love Simon has nothing to do. I think it's very progressive that Simon is a gay character.
The fact that he's gay.
There wasn't enough gay in the movie.
No, I agree.
If you ask me,
it should have been more gay.
But my issue with Love, he was a minor, so
there were only 2 gay kisses.
Yeah. My issue.
That's true. I don't need to see minors going at it in general.
They're not actually minors, though.
Well,
the narrative makes me uncomfortable.
If I can watch a minor get raped and then kill themselves on 13 Reasons Why, I think I can watch a little more minor. Like
you can. But I certainly didn't like it. So
well, that's the thing. It makes me uncomfortable. For 13 Reasons Why it was supposed to make me uncomfortable. That was the point. Love Simon was supposed to be an easy watch. So anything innately sexual would have made me uncomfortable.
But you have look at fucking what's that show that we like? Euphoria. That has heterosexual sex on it, and they're all minors.
But that's a heavy show to get through.
Okay.
Love Simon was like fluffy little thing, All I'm saying is it's not necessary one way or the other. My issue with Love Simon... Did you watch
Euphoria, Jeremy? Sorry.
He watched it.
I watched the first 4 episodes of Euphoria, and then I watched those 4 episodes in one day, and then I never, ever felt the urge or want to watch it again.
Okay, great. Love Simon?
My issue is not that it's about a gay kid. That's very progressive, and I like it, and I like a lot of parts of the movie. The movie falls apart for me in the 3rd act, because rather than coming up with a decent conflict, they make all of his friends get very angry at him for something that I'll say, for the most part, is not his fault. In fact, one of the characters gets angry at him because he's not in love with her, which is directly not his fault and is really not fair. And a movie can do that, except that this character is never told, you're being an asshole. That's not his fault.
Right.
In fact, he apologizes to her, and that really bothers me.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. And that I will say that is like the part of the movie that really bothers me. But at the same time, it happens in a lot of movies like that, in a lot of teen angsty movies. You know why? Because teenagers are stupid,
right? But
and they don't think logically, and therefore they get irrationally mad at one another when these things happen.
I'm not saying a movie can't do that. I'm saying if a movie chooses to do that, it should guide me as the viewer to at least feel that that person is wrong. And my problem with the movie is that it is played earnestly like that was an okay thing, because it's mixed in with some other people who have issues with him that are legitimate and founded and are difficult issues, I could see, but those people have a leg to stand on. And then there's like a whole scene of him apologizing to this girl, and that like really doesn't sit right with me. I don't like it.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's totally justified, but I can understand at least to an extent where she was coming from, because he did try to set her up with their other friend, knowing that the other friend said that the friend had said these things about her, that he was interested, and he clearly didn't say those things and didn't feel that way. So he did lie to her, and he did set her up to.
That was the other friend, and then this friend, No. Okay. So what happened?
We're talking about the same person.
You're talking about 13 Reasons Why.
Yes.
Okay. what happened with her is that she said things about him that he misinterpreted to be about this other person because he was so uninterested that he didn't.
Right. So he might have thought he was helping her, but what he actually did was he did lie to her and he did set her up.
But not on purpose.
No, yes, he did, because he said to her that the other guy was interested, and the other guy had never once mentioned that he was interested in her.
All I'm saying is, even if that is there, it doesn't play that way.
But it does, though. Just because you say it doesn't mean it doesn't. That is a plot of the movie. All right,
so book club, watch Love, Simon, Jeremy, and let me know what you think of the ending.
You have to wait for next book club to suggest a movie for me.
Rats. Well, I won't waste it on Love, Simon because it's a bad movie.
It's not that bad.
Okay, we're allowed to suggest bad movies to each other.
Correct, but I would like to suggest something good on the next one. It's not bad in the way that I think it's like, oh, this is worth it for you to sit through, you know?
Right.
I would just like to hear, if you had seen it, what your opinion on the ending would be, because to me, it is always played this way. I understand it didn't for everybody.
Yeah, no, it would have been nice. It would have been nice for the context of this podcast if I could have jumped in and also given my opinion on what you guys are talking about. But
give us your opinion on another topic.
My opinion on another topic. Any topic you have in mind?
Let's ask Brittany what she thinks about drinks in the shower.
What?
Okay.
So we had a long discussion last time about when it is appropriate to take a snack into the shower and or bathtub, because Ben Affleck does it in that new movie that he's in. He brings a beer in the shower.
Oh, well, shower beers are a very common thing.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I find that to be very strange.
Yeah, no, shower beers are very common, especially in like the craft beer community.
Our issue with it is that there's
actually a beer hotel that's in a brewery that has beer taps and everything like in each hotel room in the brewery, and there is a tap in the bathroom specifically for shower beers.
Get out of here.
It's totally serious.
Well,
I hate that.
Why? That's fucking awesome.
Why would
our issue with drinks in the shower in general is that we feel it ruins the integrity of the drink to get water in it.
Not getting water in it. You can very easily drink the drink without water getting in it.
It depends on if you're holding it in a cup or a can, I suppose.
I mean, when you're not totally engulfed in water in the shower at all times.
Well, now how do you feel about something in the bathtub? Because my other concern...
I mean, a lot of people drink wine or whatever, a cocktail in the bath.
I would argue that bathtub is very different. It's a much more relaxed setting.
Yeah, I mean, if you can have a drink while you're in the pool, you can have a drink while you're in the bath.
And nothing is going to get wet unless you intentionally dunk it in.
Right.
My thing about...
Are we just going to have the same conversation? Because I'll go through all the highlights again. It good for the in you, it good for the out you.
Correct. Well, that was if you bathed in... We also decided that bathing in milk probably really good for you.
Yes, it is. That's what a lot of people do for their babies when they have like outbreaks in their skin and stuff like that. If they get like chicken pox, you could do like a milk bath or like an oatmeal bath. Yeah. Well, no, it's just the nutrients in.
Like I said,
there are 61.6.
It must be good. If it's good for the in you, it must be good for the out you as well.
There are 61.6 thousand posts with the hashtag shower beer on Instagram. Just an FYI.
Fucking nuts! I would never, and that's not. And
it's got multiple people. And it's got multiple people having their beers in a shower.
Fucking nuts! I would never, and that's not even just because I don't drink beer.
This guy is legit naked. I mean, you don't see anything in his shower with the water on, with the beer.
Incredible!
Shout out to TX Beer Dude.
Go!
No, thank you.
He's drinking King Sim.
But you are against other beverages in the shower.
Why would I do that? Look! Beer Dog USA. That's the beer hotel.
Jeremy, this guy's got a whole fridge of shower beer.
That's the beer hotel that I was talking about.
No thanks, not for me.
Not my cup of tea either. Also, I wouldn't have a cup of tea in the shower. I wouldn't have a cup of tea anywhere, but I'm more of a coffee guy myself.
You've had tea with me at the Chinese food restaurant.
That's different story.
Oh, okay. But you have had a cup of tea.
Doesn't count.
They come in the little porcelain glass.
Doesn't count if it's in the Chinese restaurant. All rules are off.
So I am totally down for shower beers. I'm totally down for bath wine. I'm totally down for all that stuff. Count me the fuck in. I know personally people who shower beer. Ryan cooks shower beers all the time.
Okay, but rock, paper, scissors, and shoot, or rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
And shoot.
Me too.
Scissors, paper, rock.
Excellent.
What?
Scissors, paper, rock.
What? Why are you saying things that are blasphemous?
Scissors, paper, rock.
Stop speaking.
Why? What is scissors, paper, rock? Is that from something? Are you having a stroke?
No, it's just some people outside of America say the things in a different order.
What? No.
Surely you're
Surely you can't be serious.
I know what you want me to say.
What? So why wouldn't you say it?
It looked like it took you a second to process it. I'm totally against that.
Scissors, paper, rock.
But my thought is that rock, paper, scissors, and
it's actually, sorry, it's not and shoot, it says shoot.
My
case here is that you need that syllable.
Yes. Rock, paper, scissors says shoot.
Guys, hey, stop. Guys, stop. This is the 11th episode of the podcast. How can we possibly be revisiting this argument?
Because we never closed it the first time. It's an open door argument.
Did we really run out of things to talk about like that?
Of the equation.
Did we really run out of things to talk about that fast that we're revisiting rock, paper, scissors by episode 11?
In the middle of me vying for shower beers.
Yeah, I'm against the shower beer, but I'm pro the extra
You know what? The next time you're in the shower, I'm going to come and bring you a frothy beer.
I thought you were going to say, the next time you're in the shower, you want a beer. It's not happening.
No, I'm going to bring you a nice frothy beer, and you're going to sit there and tell me, no, I'm not going to drink
Okay,
this.
listen.
Fuck that. You're going to drink
Obviously, me personally, presented with a beer in the shower, I will have it because I'm a garbage person. That doesn't make it right.
You're not a garbage person. Everybody does that. You like beer? Drink one in the shower. Why not? Keep the party going. It's quarantine. Who the fuck cares? Do whatever you want.
Beer and pineapple.
You know, hey,
that's your beer and most
chase your bliss. I said it before, but like, I definitely am gonna think you're weird. But you know, chase your own bliss. I don't know.
I'll also
drink
argue
beers in
that
the shower. You'll be a fucking idiot, but whatever. If it makes you happy, then you can be a dumbass.
Why would you be an idiot to drink a beer in the shower?
Because I think it's dumb.
Okay, and I think it's dumb that you don't drink anything other than water.
I like water.
How do you feel about a glass of water in the shower? Because now we're getting into some troubled territory. I don't know which water started in here and which one I bought in myself.
You just turn your head upward and open your mouth and be careful not to drown.
Correct.
Why did that take you so long to think about?
From your shower before?
I'm talking about a glass of water.
But I'm just saying, have you never drank water from your shower?
Of course I drink water from the shower. Well, I'm glad we settled this one, kids. Tom Cruise is going to space.
Tom Cruise is going to space.
Kim Jong-un faked his own death. The world makes no sense anymore.
Shower beers.
We're all having shower beers. Holy shit, did we hit an hour of the show yet?
No, actually. We got like 15 more minutes.
Oh, strap in, everybody.
No, I think we should just cut our losses at this point and...
Oh, we're just hitting our stride on this one.
God. There was something that happened in my life recently.
I think I've had enough for this one. I think I'm done.
I just want to talk about air conditioners.
No.
Good. I didn't have anything to say. Well, this seems like as good a time as any to do the plugs real quick. If you've listened to this delightful podcast so far, I commend you greatly. Definitely go check out the audio-only versions of said podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcast, and more. Also, it's on YouTube, normally in a fully produced multicam format, which we will be bringing back in the coming weeks at least on this side of the Zoom call, because this will be multicam next time. Also, we have 2 guests coming up on the show, including a Cobra Star Green on YouTube, or Julian Green, and another guest who I will not announce yet. Live streams. AN Productions Facebook group will be featuring us on an upcoming live stream about surreal comedy and some classic Oliver the Richest. That is my parallel universe self, who has much more money than me
and has starred
every
in
day.
Our best sketch, Wealth.
Correct. Oliver the Richest. Well, that sketch just keeps getting more and more lore added to it. But yes, 3 sketches, not including Wealth, will be on this live stream. So definitely go check that out. I will leave the links in the description, as well as a date once I find one out. Also, for artwork, go check out Swapnil on Instagram. I am positive almost that that's his name. If it's not, it's Swap Trap. I'll leave the link. He did the cover art for this podcast on Spotify, and it's great. Also, pointseastsurf.com, who designed our logo. Couldn't be more happy with it. Go check out some of that merchandise. It's very, very cool stuff. That's what I got.
All right, we're done now. I'm gonna be heading out then. It's been real. Till next time.
You know, they can't all be winners, guys.
No, they can't.
They can't. Good riddance to you.
Good riddance to you.